I'ma switch up my number. Capture a friend like I've been on a shit. Bad vibes in the show.
Welcome back to another fucking video, boys. The topic of today's video, organic launches. As you guys can already see, I'm so excited to bring you guys this video because as you guys might have saw, I just launched a brand new offer for a client and I generated him $143,000 in 9 days off of this organic launch. So in this video, I'm not gatekeeping anything. I don't sell a course or anything like that. I'm going to be showing you guys literally everything we did step by step. Literally, you're going to be getting the exact process that I use to launch clients. You guys have been asking me this, literally spamming my DMs, asking me, how do you launch clients? How do you make a fuckload of money off doing organic info product launches? So this is going to be a banger video. If you are if you're involved with info products, you're a copywriter, sales rep, marketer, whatever, prop your phone up. Grab some fucking food. Grab some Chipotle, okay? Get a Chipotle bowl. Watch this fucking video. Watch the whole thing. I promise you, I'm going to be showing you guys everything. We're going to be talking everything organic launches related. Without further ado, boys, let me move my face cam and let's get into the video. As you guys saw in the last video, okay, you may or may not have saw it. It's actually, that video is taken down on my channel. It's privated because of some business leak informations, whatever. There's some shit that was in the video that I can't fucking put out to the public. Basically, as you guys might have saw, I made one of my clients a fuckload of money off an organic launch. Okay, and you're like, Jason, what do you mean you made a fuckload of money? Like, what does that mean? $143,000 and $143,400 in 9 days to be exact, right? So as you guys can see here, here's the time period. That's a 9-day time period. That's a nine-day window. We made him $143,000. Okay, that is someone's yearly salary. We made this client in 9 days, all organic, no paid ads. So that's what this video is about. It's going to be showing you guys how the fuck you guys can do the same exact thing. Okay, so I will keep this video very simple. Okay, I'm just going to be showing you guys everything I did to print off this organic launch for free. And I say this in every video. Before we get started, I don't sell a course. I don't sell coaching. I don't sell a mentorship. You guys spam my DMs asking me to mentor you, coach you, whatever. I don't do that, okay? I give away everything for free. That's what I've been doing. I literally just enjoy this shit. I'm going to be the best at this shit, okay? That is the mission I'm on. I just want to be the best in this space. I enjoy telling you guys about it, and I genuinely enjoy helping you guys out. So, like I said, I just share what I learned from helping my clients do close. By the way, my clients combined together do close to $1 million a month, okay, combined. And who else can say that, right? There's not many other people in this space that can say that. And I give away everything for free because I love this shit and I love y'all. So if you guys haven't already, if you're new here, drop a sub, follow me on IG. You guys can see my @ right here. And if you guys want to see some other results I've got, you can check my biz highlights right here. But drop me a follow. Shoot me a DM. You've seen in other videos, I do Q&As. I answer your guys' questions in some of my videos and especially my vlogs. So go ahead and do that. Yeah, let's fucking get it, boys. So this is super important to understand. So the most important time frame in a client relationship is the beginning. Okay, it's the launch. There's no more important time to build an amazing relationship with a client than the launch. It's you could call it your first impression, right? Your first impression is always going to be the most important, right? The first date, the first date you go on with a woman is gonna be the most important one you go on. It's your first impression, right? It's the same thing when you're working with clients. You need to treat it that way. Why? It's because put yourself in their shoes. So you close them on whatever deal you close them on. It could be a retainer if you're a copywriter. Let's say you're a sales rep and you just got into this business. You're now a closer, so they're paying you 10% of your commissions. Or let's say you're a marketer or a growth operator, whatever, and you have a genuine rev share of the business. Put yourself in their shoes. They just agreed to this with you. They don't know who the fuck you are. They don't trust you. They're still highly skeptical, and they don't know if you are an ROI positive investment. Let me repeat that one more time. They don't know if you are an ROI positive investment, okay? They suspect you are. You did enough convincing to get them to agree to a deal with you, but the work is not fucking done. There is more work to be done. And you're like, Jason, what do you mean? Like, what more work is there to be done? There is only one thing we can do to fix all of these problems, okay? Make them a fuckload of money on this launch as fast as humanly fucking possible. That is it. That is the only thing we can do to fix all of this. Okay, no amount of effort you're gonna put in is gonna solve these problems. It's about the results you're gonna get. Okay, so that's what this video is for. I'm gonna be teaching you guys everything I do to, personally accomplish this for myself, my clients, yada yada. Right? So this will be you after this video. Okay, I'm sure you guys have seen this meme of Jack Harlow and Drewski. This will be you guys after this fucking video. You and your clients are gonna be like this. Okay, you're gonna be locked in, making a fuckload of money together. Get excited for that. So before we get into the step-by-step, like what I did, we need to talk about the principles of a six-figure organic launch. Okay, so there are certain things you can do to ensure that you have an amazing, amazing launch with your clients. And it starts with this. Number one, speed, 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 and then start to optimize, okay? Most people do this backwards. They try to optimize everything first. They try to make the perfect funnel, the perfect this, the perfect VSL, yada, yada, and they never fucking launch. Like, it takes them so fucking long. Speed is everything. Get this offer launched as quickly as possible. I'm gonna show you how to do it in a second. But get this offer launched as quickly as possible. There's no time to fucking waste, okay? You are paid to get people results fast, okay? The key word there is fast. Not in a year, not in 2 years, not in a month. Fast, like in a couple of days' time. Get this offer up, get it launched, and then use the feedback you get to optimize later. That's one. Two, keep it retardedly simple. Okay, a retard should be able to do this launch. Like, it's literally, that's how simple it needs to be. A lot of you guys try to overcomplicate it. You're like, we're going to run this low ticket offer to this webinar funnel, and then we're going to, book them in for a call, and then we're going to upsell. Like, no, shut the fuck up. Keep it retardedly simple. Okay, third, this is really important. Super, super important. We are capitalizing off of work that has already been done by the creator. Okay, so we're gonna touch on this later in the video as well. I'll show you guys a really interesting graphic here in a second that'll show you more what I mean. But we're capitalizing off of work already done. Okay, the creator has gotten the attention. The creator has built an audience that loves them. We're simply just liquidating that, and we're capitalizing off of it. It's that simple. Okay. Fourth, okay, the leads are there. Kind of to go off the third one, the leads are there. They're already there. They want to buy. Just don't be a retard. Don't fuck it up. Don't give them a reason not to, okay? That's literally it. Fifth, for a launch, you're gonna have to get gritty as fuck. Every single lead matters here. Every single dollar matters here. And I'm gonna show you guys how to do this in a second. But these are the principles of a six-figure organic launch, okay? Keep it simple. Get gritty. Work fast, launch fast, then use your feedback to optimize. And once again, it's important to understand that we are capitalizing off of work already done, okay? So when you guys are selling off of an organic launch specifically, and in general, this is what the market, this is what the demographic you're selling to is gonna look like, and this is who you guys need to sell to. Okay? By the way, what I'm about to show you, I didn't make this up, so I'm not trying to take credit for it. People have talked about this in many books like Breakthrough Advertising, and there's some other books out there as well, and I know a bunch of people in this space who think this way as well. So I'm going to show you how the market is split up here and who we need to sell to. So the top of funnel, the most top of funnel people, about 33% of people when you are doing a launch fall into this category, and it is they don't even know they have a problem. They're literally just like dead ass not in the fucking market. They're not really buyers, right? These people are going to take a ton of convincing to even get them to realize they have a problem. So what I mean by that is, take a different example. Let's say you're selling a fitness coaching offer, right? These are like the fat people who don't even think they're fat. They're the ones who cope and justify that, like, being fat is like body positivity and all women are beautiful, right? Like that's these people. Like, they're fucking delusional. You don't want to sell to these people, okay? The second demographic of people, this is going to be another 33% just about of people in the market. They may or may not admit they have a problem. So it's kind of 50-50 on that. But even if they do, even if they sort of realize they're fat, they're highly skeptical. Okay, they're gonna take a lot of convincing. Let's say you're trying to sell them on like a carnivore diet. They've probably heard online that the carnivore diet causes cancer or something, right? But they've also seen that it's gotten some insane results. So like, it's just gonna take a ton of convincing to get these people to buy. You really don't want to be targeting either of these two groups of people or this next one that I'm about to show you. Okay, so then the next demographic of people, this is going to be about 30% of people. Okay, they acknowledge they are struggling with this problem. okay? And they actually might want the solution you provide. So let's say that they're fat and you sell weight loss. They want that solution, but it's not necessarily a priority for them at the moment. They're not in enough pain. Like their life is still good. They don't need they don't like they see that they need the solution, but they're not quite sure that they want it just right now. Like they don't have that pain to like take that action right now. Once again, these people, if you do enough convincing, you can do a good job. But generally, especially off a launch, we do not want to sell to these people. The people we want to sell to off a launch, especially an organic launch, is the last group of people, okay? This is about 4% of people. That's horrible handwriting. But this is about 4% of people. And what are 4% of people? They are in the market. They have the problem. They want the solution you offer right now, and they have the money and they're ready to pay for it. These are the people we are selling to. Let's make this very clear, okay? This is how you make a fuckload of money with organic launch. And what do I mean by these are the people we're selling to? In your messaging, in your marketing, in your emails, your VSL, whatever, we're selling to these people. And you're gonna see more of this in a second, but we're not trying to get everybody to buy the offer. We're not. We're just liquidating the people who are this 4%. They're in the market. They have the problem. They already want the solution and they're ready to pay for it. So let's say you sell a drop shipping offer, right? We're not selling to copywriters who want to become drop shippers. We're not trying to convince them that they need to switch business models. That's not what we're doing off launch. What we're doing is we're selling to drop shippers who are already drop shippers. They're in e-com. They're struggling to scale. They really need to scale, and they have the money to pay for it because they've already made some money off drop shipping. Do you see what I'm saying? You see the like mentality switch as a marketer that you need to have? You're selling to these people, include it in your messaging and market it accordingly, okay? So now, without further ado, I will show you guys step by step what we did to get this result and to actually do this. First thing you need to do is you need to utilize any current assets the creator has to build an email/SMS waitlist. Usually when you start working with a creator, they're gonna already have some sort of email list, some sort of free community, something already in place that you can capitalize off of. If not, it's no worries. You can build a waitlist from their organic audience. It's no problem. But the first thing I would do is I would utilize any of their current assets. So this would be like free Discord communities, free school communities. This would be email lists. This would be just any kind of previous low ticket offers they've had in the past. You want to utilize these first to build a waitlist. You want to talk to those people. And in this case, we utilized a free Discord and a low ticket Discord that this client had. He had a free Discord with a fuckload of people in there, and he had a low ticket Discord with also a really good amount of people in there. So we were able to just build a waitlist off of those people, right? And those are the most engaged people. They've already ascended up the value ladder a little bit. They've already bought something from this guy. So the likelihood they buy again is a lot higher than if you're just, sending this waitlist out to anybody and everybody. All you're doing here is you're creating a landing page. You're giving them a good incentive to opt in, and you're giving them the information like, hey, we're launching here, limited spots available. This is what it's about. These are the benefits you're going to get. And you just got to make it straightforward so you attract only the buyers. Once again, this is an important part of the video. We're only targeting that 4%. So you're not like your landing pages don't need to say like the best business model to start in 2025. Like, no, these people are already doing the business model. They already have the problem. They want the solution. So just tell them what they're going to get. Be fucking straightforward. It's that fucking simple, okay? Like I said, in this case, we utilized a free Discord. That is what we did. We launched a waitlist landing page. So this is supposed to be a landing page. I can't show you guys the actual landing page. Don't want to leak any info again, but all you need is a simple headline like, hey, apply for the mastermind, join the waitlist for the mastermind launching this date. Put some bullet points, maybe this is what we're going to help you do inside the program. This is perfect for you if you're this kind of person. A little button and an opt-in, and then boom, you're building a waitlist, right? And you just send this out to all of the current assets that the creator has. So this could be their YouTube channel, their free Discord, the low ticket Discord, the things we talked about, right? The second thing you need is a simple funnel. Remember earlier how I said keep it retardedly simple. So then when we launch, we're going to send them to a VSL page. We're going to then they'll have the opportunity to apply for the program, and we're going to send them to a thank you page. So let's dive into the funnel, okay? So the first page, a VSL page, okay? Once again, I want to emphasize, remember who we're selling to. This is going to be a direct VSL. It's not going to be a 20-minute mini webinar fucking convincing session of you trying to convince them to start being a drop shipper. That's not what this is about. This is a direct ass VSL. You're going to tell them who the program is for, what's inside. You need to be direct. You low-key need to be a douchebag. Like, you need to say shit like, hey, if you are a drop shipper and you struggle with this, like, this is for you. If you're not, get the fuck out of this video. Like, don't apply for the program. We don't want you. Like, that's how it is, okay? You need to be direct and be low-key a douchebag. Once again, we aren't trying to convince everybody. We are just trying to convince the people who are ready to buy or the people who are on the fence, and we are talking to the most aware audience we have. So you need to market accordingly. Your headline needs to reflect that, okay? It shouldn't, you need, if you don't understand awareness and headlines and how those two kind of play in together, that's for a different video, but those two need to match, they need to align. And your VSL, the messaging in the VSL needs to be straightforward. It needs to be direct. It's super, you're talking to an aware audience, okay? So that's one. Second is they'll see this VSL page and there will be like a fuckload of like case studies down here and a button where they can apply, right? So they're going to click the button. It's going to take them to an application page. Okay. If you want, you can also embed the application on the page. Not necessary in my opinion, but maybe you'll get more apps that way if you're really struggling for lead flow. Okay. So with the application page, okay, there are 3 goals with this Typeform application. That's what I mean by application is Typeform. There are 3 goals here. Number 1, we need to financially qualify. There needs to be a question in there like, what is your budget to invest in the program? How much money are you currently making? Some shit like that. Okay, you need to get a good understanding of where these people are at and if they have the money to buy. Okay, that's 1. 2, you obviously need to get their contact info. That's pretty fucking straightforward. And 3, something important just to understand is, once again, we're talking to the buyers. We're talking to the direct audience. If you've done if you've built the waitlist properly and you've scripted the VSL properly and all of that has gone according to plan, your percentage of applications that are actually qualified people, so people who have the problem, want the solution, and have the money to buy, it should be high. We're not talking to brokies here, okay? We're talking to an aware audience. So once again, you'll know you're doing this right if the qualified application percentage is relatively higher than what it would normally be, right? So super important to understand. And lastly, after they apply, send them to a thank you page. Don't be lazy. Send them to a fucking thank you page. Okay, why do we do that? Number 1, we want to eliminate all buyer's remorse. Okay, I'll talk about that in a second. But so the premise of this is tell them they just made a fucking great decision. Okay, think about how many times you opt in for something or you apply for something and there's just nothing after. Like, you just get sent to the fucking abyss. They're like, we're going to contact you in shortly. Like, that's all they say. Like, no, you need to maybe make a video, script a lander or something that says, hey, you just made an amazing decision. We're really excited to have you. You need to show like tell them they made a fucking great decision. Okay. Second, I just talked about this. Eliminate all buyer's remorse, or in this case, application remorse. Think about it. These people are probably nervous as hell. Like, when they're filling out their application, they're probably like, oh my, like they've never done something like this before, right? You need to create a thank you page that's going to deal with that. So you need to address that kind of skepticism. Like, hey, I understand change can be really scary. This can be a really scary process, but just know we're going to review your application. We're going to take it very serious, and you're in good hands. Like, make them, feel very confident in their decision. Third thing you need, conviction. Whatever the fuck you say on this page, say it with fucking conviction. Don't say it like a pussy. Like, you need to, if you're going to say you made a great decision, say you made a great decision. Like, this is going to be one of the best programs on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Fourth thing, tell them exactly what the next steps are and exactly what they can expect going forward. So if you have a setter reaching out to them, and, in 5 minutes, say, hey, in the next 5 minutes, you're going to receive a text from someone on my team. Be sure to reply as soon as you can. And he's going to go over the next steps with you to get you actually onboarded and into the program. Like, tell them exactly what's going to happen. Be very specific. Okay. You don't want to say like, hey, be on the lookout for a message. Like, is it an email? Is it an SMS? Tell them what to expect and how to react. And also, something important to note is the goal here is to maximize a stat that we call connection rate. So what is connection rate? Connection rate is the percentage of applications, percentage of people that your sales team actually gets in contact with after they apply. The goal here is to maximize that. So by giving them confidence, eliminating their buyer's remorse, telling them exactly what to expect next, we're going to be able to maximize the number of people that we can actually connect with or get in contact with that have applied. And ultimately, you're going to maximize the number of calls booked and the number of people who buy the program, right? So super important, but it's super simple funnel. Notice how like there's nothing crazy here. There's no webinar. There's no bullshit. It's VSL, application, thank you, and you're going to have your sales team pick it up from there, or they can auto book in. That's up to you. So the next thing I want to talk about is pre-launch emails, okay? So leading up to the launch of the fucking program, you guys need to send them reminders of when the program's launching, okay? So as you can see here, we sent a couple reminders leading up to it. Super simple. I didn't spam their inbox, but telling them about the mastermind, about the program, what's inside, and when it's launching. I sent this the day before, and as you guys can see, it worked pretty fucking well because the click rate is fucking retardedly good, okay? So the goal here is to announce the program, okay? When you're sending these emails, announce the fucking program. Say some, especially on a launch email, say like, oh, today's the day, it's game day, like, it's launch day, right? Get excited. Give details of the offer. So say like, hey, remember, this is a program where I'm going to help you make your first 10K with drop shipping. I'm going to help you find winning products. I'm going to help you run ads, yada, yada. What does the program do? Drop some case studies and some proof in these emails, and then a simple call to action with both urgency and scarcity. That's literally all you're doing here, okay? Keep it fucking simple. Once again, there's no insane script you need to follow. Just follow this general outline. You'll be fucking golden, okay? So that's the pre-launch emails. Fourth is we need to actually launch this offer, right? You've built the funnel, we built the wait list, you built the funnel, you set up the automations, and your sales team's ready to go, and you have the emails ready to go, right? So now it's time to launch. So what are the best practices for an organic launch? So on launch day, obviously you're going to launch that email like we talked about in, just a second ago. You're going to send a text blast, so an SMS blast, because we got their phone number, remember, just announcing the program. We actually didn't do this in this situation. What we did is we had the setters contact them manually. We just felt like it was the better thing to do, but a text blast, same thing. The goal here with the launch, okay, is you need to utilize urgency, scarcity, FOMO, and exclusivity, and you need to make them feel chosen, okay? So you need to say shit like your invitation, like as you saw in one of my emails, I used the verbiage like your invitation to join the mastermind, okay? It's like an invitation. It feels like they're getting privately invited. It feels like they're special, right? And some of you might call that manipulative. I don't give a fuck. This is my job as a marketer, is to do what I can to sell the most of this fucking product, especially if the product's good and it's going to help a lot of people out. Okay. Fourth, have the setters and the sales team dial every single lead on launch day. Okay. Speed to lead. When people apply for the program, they need to be receiving a text message or a call within a minute, 2 minutes tops. Like you need to get in contact with these people as soon as they apply. This will make you a fuckload of money, okay? Double dial them if they need. Harass the fucking leads. Follow up, and the goal here is to book lay down calls, okay? When someone shows interest in something you sell, when they apply, when they opt in, you need to capitalize off that interest. That's a short time frame. That's a short window where they're actually sitting there. They're showing interest. They're in the mood to sort of buy, right? Capitalize off of that. Contact them as soon as you can. Harass them. That's just a saying I like to use. Don't actually harass people, but harass the leads. Follow up as many times as you can and book lay down calls. Okay. If someone, there's dead ass probably a lot of people who, apply for the program. They have the money ready to go and they're ready to buy right there, but they just don't get contacted in time, and you lose business that way. So the goal of this is to, be quick and book lay down calls. There's people that are ready to buy. You need to capitalize off that. Okay. Fifth, okay, pre-call indoctrination. Okay. What is that? You're like, Jason, what the fuck is this? Okay. Here's what I mean. So these people have now been booked in for a call by the sales team, but before they hop on a call with one of our closers, okay, this isn't as important given the demographic we're talking to, but there needs to be some sort of email marketing automation, email marketing, a video that they get sent that, murders any false beliefs they're going to have about the program or just their main objections about the program before they join. Okay, so what do we do with this? I have a video I script for all of my clients that works really fucking well. It's almost like a webinar. I'm not going to show you that in this video, but basically what we're doing with this pre-call, marketing automation. This is content they consume before they get on a call with our sales team, right? The goal here is to mold these people to believe what they need to believe to buy. You need to give these people their own beliefs. You need to craft their beliefs for them. Okay. They don't even know what to believe. They don't know what to think. You need to tell them what to think. Okay. You need to murder their false beliefs. So when they come in, they're going to think like, oh my God, all courses and coaching online is a scam. That's probably a common belief you get depending on the audience you talk to, right? Address that, handle that objection, but pre-handle that objection before they get on the call. Okay, show case studies, right? Make sure they're pre-sold on the big three. What is the big three? In order for people to buy, they need to be sold on the business model or the vehicle, okay, right here. They need to be sold on the creator. So they need to be sold that the creator is the person who's going to be able to coach them and take them there, that they're credible. They need to be sold on the business model, and they need to be sold that they themselves can actually do it. The best marketers do this before people hop on the call, okay? That is your goal with this pre-call automation, with these pre-call videos, okay? Make sure they understand why now is the time to take action. So even if they understand these three things, they might not feel like they need to take the action now. They might feel like, hey, I can go buy this program 2 months from now if I want. Let me sleep on the decision, okay? You need to tell them why now is the fucking time. There is never a better time. There's never a lower price. This is the best it's going to get, right? And then just a little piece of sauce. If you're talking to a more unaware top of funnel audience, your most common objection will be fear and emotion. It's going to be getting people out of their own way. They're going to be just hesitant. They've never done something about it before. They're basically just pussy. And that's the objection you pretty much have to handle before the call. If it's a more B2B, more educated audience, mature audience, it's going to be a more logic-based objection. They're going to have more questions about the program, what exactly it provides, et cetera, et cetera. So you need to market accordingly, okay? You need to understand who you're talking to, and you need to put those things in place that are going to handle these objections before they get on a call. Okay, I know that was kind of quick. If you haven't heard something like that before, it could be really confusing, and I apologize for that. Maybe I'll make an entire video on this, but for now, just understand this, okay? And if you have done your job correctly, okay, as a marketer, this is what the closing calls should look like. It should be let me write this out. It should be barbecue fucking chicken, okay? Barbecue fucking chicken. These closing calls should be barbecue fucking chicken for your closers if you've done this properly. Once again, remember the demographic we're targeting, the 4% of people who are ready to buy. You've handled their objections. You've done an amazing job. They're going to get on this call, and they're going to get on this call, and they're going to be primed to make a decision that's best for them. It should be a fucking wide open fast break layup. The closers just need to not smoke the layup, okay? I think that's like Luka Doncic or something. I have no idea. But I just found that this is like a 2K picture I found online. But in all seriousness, this is what the closing call should look like if you've done your job properly, okay? And some things you can pretty much, do if you really need to help the closers out. PIF incentive. So give them a discount if they PIF, if they pay in full. If they have a payment plan, charge them interest. Like there needs to be an incentive on the PIF. Follow-up automations if they don't close. So if they don't close, right, maybe have a follow-up automation that, sends them some more framing content, some more things that they can use to handle their false beliefs and handle their objections that they had on the call, right? And get shown testimonials, case studies, make them realize why they just made a bad decision. Third thing, if they're really being pussy, but they're really on the fence to get over the line, you could have the creator themselves send a selfie video to them saying, hey, John, just saw you got off a call with my boy, Andrew. He told me that you were really hesitant, that you had a lot of confidence in the program, but you just weren't sure, how it really worked. So, we can totally help you out. Like have a creator send them a video like that. And these are things you can do post-call, or this is something you can do post-call just to really try to get them over the line and maximize the number of people you are closing, okay? All right, boys, that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys got some value from that. I hope you learned something from that. I hope that was somewhat informative. If it was, like the video, subscribe, obviously, so you don't miss any fucking future banger videos in the future. and drop a comment. And if you want to ask me any questions, if you want access to my free Telegram channel, okay, the first link in the description will be my Instagram. Go give me a follow, shoot me a DM on there. I literally, in my free time, I go and I answer people's questions. I send out the free Telegram, etc. If you want access to that, follow me on Instagram, shoot me a DM. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. All my other links will be in the description. Hope you guys make a fuckload of money from this, and I will see you guys in the next one.